Have you ever felt like something powerful was trying to reach you? Like the universe was whispering a message meant only for you, but you couldn't quite hear it? If so, this is that message, and I need you to understand this with your whole being. You didn't find this by accident. You didn't click this out of coincidence or boredom. Something deeper brought you here. Something ancient. Something alive. The universe aligned this moment perfectly because your soul is ready. Ready to remember something that's been hidden for lifetimes. Ready to activate a power you've always carried, but perhaps never fully understood. Your ability to heal yourself through energy, vibration, and pure intention. What you're about to hear is not just an idea. It's not just spiritual talk or some old myth from a forgotten past. This is a real energy code, a sacred teaching that Thoth, the ancient master of knowledge, left behind for those who are ready to step into their full power. It's a message that was never meant for the masses. It was meant for those who could feel it. And now, it's coming alive through you. If you walk away now, you might miss a truth that could shift everything. Your mind, your emotions, your body, your life. Because I'm not just going to explain energy to you. I'm going to show you how to feel it, how to shape it, how to work with it to transform your inner and outer world. And it begins by recognizing one powerful fact. You are already vibrating. Right now. Your body, your mind, your emotions, they're all made of energy. And that energy is never still. It's always moving, always sending signals, always shaping reality around you. Every thought you think, every feeling you hold, every belief you carry, it's all broadcasting into the field around you. And that field is listening. It's responding. It's shaping your experience moment by moment, whether you realize it or not. You might think you landed on this message by chance. You didn't. Even if you were distracted, scrolling randomly, or just curious, this was meant for you. You felt the pull. Maybe you couldn't name it, but you felt it, the restlessness, the emptiness, the sense that something in your life is out of alignment. Maybe everything looks fine on the surface, but deep down you've sensed there's something more. Maybe you've asked why things keep repeating, why answers feel just out of reach, or why, no matter how much you try, something still feels missing. This message is the answer to that quiet ache. This moment is a turning point, because what's being revealed here isn't just information. It's a door. Once you walk through it, you will never see life the same again. Thoth once said, "The universe is mental." That wasn't a metaphor. He was speaking truth. The universe is a field of vibration. Everything is energy. Your thoughts, your emotions, your consciousness. They don't just stay inside you. They ripple outward. They shape matter. They shape people. They shape time. Your inner world is constantly creating your outer world. And if that's true, and it is, then it means you've been creating your reality this whole time, whether you knew it or not. Most people don't know this. They live on autopilot. They react to life without realizing they're actually the ones shaping it. They send out mixed signals into the field, signals rooted in fear, trauma, stress, old patterns, and outdated beliefs. And the universe, being perfectly responsive, reflects those signals back, not to punish them, but to mirror them. So they repeat cycles, They get stuck. They feel powerless. But the truth is, they're just unconscious creators. Thoth gave us the key long ago. Whoever understands vibration becomes the master of their own destiny. This isn't a mindset. This is a complete shift in how you move through life. It means that nothing outside of you has ultimate power. There is no curse, no permanent block, no invisible enemy shaping your life. The only true force shaping your path is the vibration you carry, consciously or unconsciously. And once you take responsibility for that, your life begins to change in ways you never imagined. So what can you do? How do you begin? Start with the most ancient element of all, water. Water is not just for hydration. It is a carrier of memory, a receiver of vibration, a conductor of energy. And when you combine it with natural light and focused intention, it becomes a powerful tool for healing. This practice is simple, but it's sacred. Take a clear glass of filtered or mineral water. Place it in direct sunlight or moonlight for at least 30 minutes. This is known as solarized or lunarized water. But here's the part most people miss. It's not just about the water sitting in light. It's about what you project into it. It's about the intention you infuse. Sit with the glass. Place your hands near it. Breathe deeply. Focus. What do you want this water to carry? Calm? Strength? Clarity? Relief? Every desire has a frequency. Hold that frequency in your heart. Imagine the sunlight pouring golden energy into the water. Or if it's moonlight, imagine silver light wrapping around the glass like a cloak. See your thoughts, feelings, and prayers becoming one with that light. This is how the water becomes charged. This is how it becomes medicine. Once it's ready, you can drink it. Spray it in your home. Apply it to your body. However you use it, you're bringing your chosen vibration into your field. And that's not metaphor. That's resonance. That's conscious energy work. You've taken something neutral and made it into a living tool of transformation. And that alone is powerful. But you can take it even further. Now we introduce amplifiers, natural tools that expand and stabilize your field. One of the most powerful of these is the crystal. Crystals are not just beautiful. They are structured frequencies. Each type of crystal carries a specific vibration. When placed near your water, it doesn't just look nice. It strengthens and focuses the energy you've placed there. If your mind is restless, use amethyst. If your body aches or holds tension, use selenite. If your heart is heavy, use rose quartz. You don't need to place the crystal inside the water, just beside it. What matters most is alignment. The crystal must match the intention. If you mismatch, the signal becomes scattered. If you align them, the energy becomes sharp, clear, and strong. This is where true energetic practice begins, not in randomness, but in precision and presence. And now we go deeper into the forgotten power of color. Color is not just visual, it's vibrational. Every color has a frequency, and every frequency speaks to a specific part of your body, your energy system, your emotional field. Place your water glass on a colored surface, or use a colored glass. Orange boosts joy and creativity. Blue brings peace and clarity. Pink nurtures the heart and heals emotional wounds. You can layer these colors, combining them depending on your need. But remember, Color without intention is just decoration. It is your focus, your attention, that activates the color's power. When you combine water, light, crystal, color, and clear intention, you are no longer performing a ritual. You are building a vibrational field, a circuit of energy that moves through your space, your body, your life. You are no longer just living. You are consciously shaping your frequency. You are co-creating with the universe. And none of this requires money, status, or years of training. It only requires presence, willingness, attention. Now imagine this. You are in a quiet room. A glass of water rests before you, already charged by the light of the sun or moon. A crystal sits beside it, chosen with love. Beneath the glass, a surface glows with the color of your intention. You are still. You are focused. You are breathing. You are connected. The field is active. The vibration is real. You are not just doing something. You are becoming something. You are becoming the conductor of your own energy. You are stepping into your ancient inheritance. You are remembering that you are a being of frequency, not just form. This is what Thoth meant. This is why this message found you now. Because you are ready. Because it's time. Because you've waited long enough. And this is only the beginning. Something starts to shift in you, so gently that at first you don't even notice it. It's not loud or dramatic. It's like a subtle breeze moving through your awareness. You begin to feel more than see. The world around you isn't just made of objects anymore. It's made of vibrations. The space, the sounds, the textures, everything begins to hum with life. And somehow it feels like parts of you that had been sleeping are starting to wake up. You're not just going through a ritual. You're realigning. You're tuning into something much deeper. This isn't about fixing one single problem or chasing one result. This is about shifting your whole field, your emotions, your body, your mind, your energy, the way you think, the way you breathe, the way you move. It's all starting to come back into harmony. Just this awareness alone, just this act of being present and choosing to feel instead of control, that alone is already a powerful healing. You realize that you've been handed something real, not an idea, not a philosophy, a practical tool, a living method, something you can use, something you can come back to. And the best part is that you don't need anyone else to activate it. You don't need a guru, or a temple, or a special place. You don't need to follow someone else's rules. You have everything you need. The light, the breath, the water, the color, the stillness. These simple elements become sacred the moment your awareness meets them. But there's something you need to understand now. Something essential. Everything you've done up to this point, the gestures, the objects, the atmosphere, the quiet space, all of that has been preparation. Like laying out the tools before the work begins. Like building a structure without yet knowing what will fill it. What you haven't been told yet. The thing you're about to discover is the one element that changes everything. The invisible force that activates the entire ritual. The breath that brings the body to life. It's your consciousness. And this isn't just a small detail. It's not something extra you can add later. This is the core, the soul of the entire process. Without it, nothing else works. Not the words, Not the water, not the light, not the tools. It's not the ritual itself that holds the power. It's the energy you bring to it, your attention, your presence, your full awareness. That's what turns ordinary steps into sacred acts. That's what shifts the vibration and brings real healing. When Thoth spoke of the power of the mind, he wasn't talking about daydreaming or repeating affirmations without emotion. He was talking about something focused, directed, alive. He meant full consciousness, intention backed by presence, awareness so deep it becomes magnetic. Without that, you could have all the right tools, say all the right words, and still feel nothing change. Because the energy doesn't live in the ritual, it lives in you. You are the spark. You are the signal. It's not the object that activates the vibration. It's the state you're in when you touch it. Think about how often we move through life on autopilot. How often we repeat routines, say prayers, perform tasks, but our mind is somewhere else. We speak words without feeling them. We breathe without noticing. We follow steps but forget to be present. Now imagine how everything changes when you bring your whole self into a moment. When every movement is done with care. When your breath is conscious. When your heart is open. That is when energy truly shifts. That is when the vibration becomes real. Not because of what you're doing, but because of how you're doing it. This isn't just about thinking positively or being in a good mood. This isn't about pretending. It's about choosing to be fully present. When you do that, you're no longer just doing a ritual. You're transmitting a frequency, and that frequency begins to shape the environment around you. That is the true power Thoth pointed to, the principle of mentalism, the idea that the universe is shaped not just by material things, but by the mind that observes and interacts with them. When you're unconscious, you're just moving pieces on a board. But when you're awake, when you're aware, when you're intentional, you begin to activate the invisible field that connects all things. You start to realize that the ritual isn't a formula. It's not a fixed recipe that works the same way every time. It's not about getting it perfect. It's a living space. It breathes with you. It responds to your energy. If your thoughts are anxious, if your focus is scattered, if you're rushing to reach a goal, the energy reflects that. It scatters. But if you slow down, if you breathe, if you enter with open presence, the whole vibration changes. It harmonizes. It begins to resonate with you. This is what separates those who just go through spiritual routines from those who truly heal. It's not about being flawless. It's about being honest, sincere, authentically connected to what you're doing. That alone is enough to bring the ritual to life. And from that place, you begin to sense a new possibility, one that reaches far beyond your own body. Because once you learn to harmonize your own energy, you begin to influence the energy around you, the space you live in, the room you sit in, the people who come into your presence. You notice the ripple effect. Imagine spraying vibrational water around your home, not just to cleanse it, but to fill it with a soft, supportive frequency. That mist seeps into the corners. It touches the walls. It lingers in the air. Or imagine placing a charged glass near a plant and allowing that plant to become a living transmitter of calm. Or setting a small bowl of charged water in a space where tension is thick, watching over days as the heaviness lifts, as peace begins to settle in. You're no longer just healing yourself. You're healing your space. And when others enter, they feel it, even if they don't know what changed. They breathe easier. They speak softer. The environment transforms, not through words or explanation, but through vibration. That's the beauty of it. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to prove anything. The energy speaks for you. You begin to understand that this isn't just personal, it's collective. Your vibration becomes a quiet superpower. It spreads, it balances, it softens, it heals, and it asks for nothing in return. It just moves through space, doing its quiet work. You now see clearly. There is no real separation between your inner field and the outer world. It's all one fabric, one language, one rhythm. Everything speaks to everything. Everything vibrates together. And this realization brings you to the highest truth, the one truth that can't be taught by a book, or replaced by a teacher, or handed to you by an object. It's the truth Thoth called the final code, the great secret, the ultimate teaching, the one that requires no tools, no rituals, no steps, only presence. The truth is this: you are the remedy. Everything you've done so far, every candle lit, every glass charged, every intention set, was just a way to open a door. But what's behind that door is not outside of you. It's you. You are the source. The energy doesn't come from the object. It flows through the object from you. When your intention is pure, when your focus is steady, when your mind is clear, your very being becomes medicine. Your field becomes a harmonizing force. Your thoughts begin to shape your reality. Your energy begins to influence your life in a way no tool ever could. You don't need a crystal to feel love. You don't need a color to feel courage. You don't need incense to feel peace. You can use those things if you like, but they are not the source. You are. When your consciousness is aligned, your energy becomes a remedy. You emit a vibration so clear, so coherent, that it begins to reorder the field around you. This is not theory. This is not magic. This is vibrational coherence, and it lives in you now. You begin to realize that you don't need ceremonies to realign. One conscious breath can reset your whole system. One clear choice made from love can ripple through your day. One fearless thought can begin to dissolve layers of fear. This is what Thoth meant. This is the code that few are willing to live, because it requires something no object can provide: responsibility. You must now take ownership of what you think, what you feel, what you radiate. You are no longer just a receiver of energy. You are a generator. You are the field. You are the channel. You are the healing. And now this becomes more than a practice. It becomes a way of living. You don't wait for the right moment. You don't wait for the perfect setting. Every moment becomes sacred. Every breath becomes intentional. Every word becomes vibration. You don't need to enter a temple. You are the temple. You don't need to activate anything. You are already activated. And when you live like that, something incredible happens. You begin to change things without effort. You transform spaces without trying. You shift people not by pushing, but simply by being whole. Your presence reorganizes energy around you because you are no longer scattered. You are centered. You are aligned. You are free. This is the final truth, the truth beyond knowledge, beyond methods, beyond tools. You must now embody the teaching. Let it live in your body. Let it move through your eyes, your breath, your silence. Be the vibration, not because someone gave it to you, but because it was always yours. If you feel this truth stirring in you now, if something inside you knows it's time, then speak it aloud or write it down. I activate my self-healing. Let your presence be known. Let the field respond. Let yourself be seen. And if you want to help this message reach more people, look for the pinned comment and see how you can support the project. Every bit helps keep this mission alive.